The challenge was the child, and they had come from a war.
From the beginning, the mental wavelengths, the creative wavelengths met. And I think that's why we've lasted so many years together.
That's the craft of a filmmaker. So you have to understand, we had done a lot of pre-production. See, I have always done, I have done a lot of work in TravelXP, which has nothing to do with politics. But when I go out of TravelXP, that always has a political undertoss. Because when people suffer, there is some political. This attempt in TravelXP is about human. How you see is different. People see it with something political statement. People see with some emotional human statement. For us, All I Want for Christmas is an human element, not political. All my works, all my filmography, the credits I have got, at least 70% credit goes to her.
No.
Yes, seriously.
Not really. It's just that, I think, there's some connection that you have right from the beginning. And I think from the beginning, the mental wavelengths, the creative wavelengths met. And I think that's why we've lasted so many years together. Otherwise, he's very high-strung, temperamental, so am I. So for two temperamental people to last for 17 years, I think it's a connection, a creative connection. I think both of us agree where we need to agree and disagree where we need to disagree. And I think that's what you see then coming out.
But then see how we work, that if we disagree to also some things, but we have said as a team that this we are doing, then we go out and do that.
Correct.
So it's team game. So if you are doing a documentary or a film, inside a room, whosoever disagrees. But finally, if there is an agreement that we are doing that, and I have not agreed to that, but when we go out, we will follow the vision which we decided as a team.
And actually, I think Kamakhya and me are standing here and taking the entire credit, but it's just not the two of us. It's an entire team. So it's not just that the two of us discuss and decide. There are a whole lot of people who discuss and decide. There's a core team of, I think, around 5 of us. And we sit, and as a team, if we agree to something, that's what goes ahead. And that's what the director then does it, unless there's a major reason not to follow it, which he does. And then he comes and tells us why he did it, and then we retain it.
The challenge was the child, and they had come from a war country. So then that's the craft of a filmmaker. So you have to understand, we had done a lot of pre-production where we decided what to do. If plan A fails, then plan B, what will be the plan B? So that way, they don't represent as individual. They are story of every human being who have lived their
And
houses.
if I can cut you, for us, it could have been a story of any other country and any other refugee, to be very honest.
Yes.
It was a story that needed to be told, that what happens with people who get displaced and how do we bring joy in their lives. So it just happened to be Ukraine. It could have been somebody else and some other country. So it's not that we set out with an agenda to do that. It just evolved. We found people with whom we could empathize, we could understand their story, and that's how I think it came about.